Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Readaholic. I'm filming outside, so I'm sorry for the noise and I'm sorry for the weird lighting and also this shadow from my ring light, which is obviously not on, but it's the only tripod I have. You're gonna have to deal with it. Anyways, today is my birthday, and because of that, or not because of that, but I just kind of wanted to make a video, also because it hits my regular schedule, so everything fits. But today I want to talk about 15 of the books that I know I want to read eventually. And these are in no particular order. I have reasons for some of them. I have no reasons for some other ones, but it is what it is. So without further ado, let's just get started. So the first one is actually a Danish book, and it is translated actually. And the original title, well, it's actually more of a series, but the original title of the first book in this series is called Kvinden i buret, which roughly translates to The Woman in the Cage, and it's by Jussi L. Olsen. The English translation is called The Keeper of Lost Causes, and this is like a crime novel. I don't really know, is it called a crime novel? Just, you know, I don't know, but I really want to read it. I want to explore more like the crime thing. That is very big in Denmark. I think most people read crime books in Denmark. The majority of the books that gets published, at least in my opinion, and that you find in stores, a lot of them are like crime related. So I want to explore more of that, and I feel like this book was a great place to start because I've heard good things and I've seen the movie and I love the movie. So next up we have Where the Rainbow Ends by Cecilia Ahern, and that is the book that inspired the movie Love, Rosie, I think. I'm really not sure, but I do think that that is the one that I'm thinking about, and if not, then I don't know what I'm saying. But I really want to read that, mostly because I really love the movie. I want to read the book that inspired it, so I think that will be a reoccurring theme with this, because a lot of it is actually movies that I watched, and then I kind of want to read the book now. I'm sorry if I'm sitting like this, but I cannot see a damn thing. The next book I have is for no reason whatsoever other than I think I've seen parts of the movie, but I'm not sure and I don't remember. I just really want to read it, and that is A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of a classic. I don't know if it is like a full-on classic, but it's kind of a classic and I want to read it. Next up we have The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. One of the few books that I actually already own, and I just want to read it eventually. Like, I am gonna read it. I know I have some books where I'm like, I'm gonna read it, but then never do, and then end up DNFing. But this will not be one of them because I do want to read it. Next up we have The Chronicles of Thomas Covenant the Unbeliever, which is like a book that I've talked about unhauling, well, not unhauling, but giving back to my uncle because I'm not sure I'm gonna read it. It's by Stephen R. Donaldson, by the way. I don't know, I think I do want to read it, I just don't know when I will be able to because it's so goddamn big. But eventually I really want to read it because I want to know why he recommended it to me. I mean, there must be a reason. And I think he knows my taste in books quite well, so when he says I'm gonna like it, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like it. So next up we have Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close by Jonathan Safran Foer. And again, I watched the movie, I really enjoyed the movie, and now I want to read the book, and I've actually wanted to read the book for a few years now, and just whenever I went book shopping I just didn't pick it up because of reasons I don't know. Next up, oh, this is going by so quickly, but I don't really mind it because I'm kind of tired. So next up we have The Pillars of the Earth by Ken Follett. I really want to get into Ken Follett, or at least read some of his books and figure out if his books are for me. And I don't know, I want to read The Pillars of the Earth. My mom has read almost everything that he has written. I mean, we are different in reading taste, my mom and me. She likes historical fiction, whereas I am very much fantasy. Fantasy's the best. But I do want to give it a shot, and she said that I should probably start with this series, and yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Next up we have The Minds of Billy Milligan, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the book that inspired Split, like the book, not the book, the movie with the guy who has 26 different identities or something. You know, with the, I don't remember what the disorder is called, but it's a disorder where you have like multiple personalities living in your head. And I don't know, I feel like that is so interesting, and I want to read the book that inspired that movie. And the book is by Daniel Keyes, and I don't know, I just really want to read it. Next we have another book that I want to read because I saw the movie, and that is The Body by Stephen King. It's not the only reason. I also really want to get into Stephen King, same as with Can Follett. I don't know, I feel like his stories, some of them I'm gonna vibe with. I feel like I'm gonna like a lot of them, but I'm really not sure. Next up we have The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, The Chronicles of Narnia. I really want to read them. I love the movie, I love like the idea of it, and I wanna experience it, and I want to see if it's as magical as I think it might be. So the next one on the list is Animal Farm by George Orwell, and I want to read this because I read 1984 and I loved it, so I want to read Animal Farm as well, and I think that is the only reason actually. The next two are by the same author, and that is The Last Song and Safe Haven, both by Nicholas Sparks. I loved The Last Song, and I also loved Safe Haven, so that is why I picked those two out, but I also just kind of want to read Nicholas Sparks and get like the feel, you know? Excuse me? But of what his books is about, and yeah. I'm not sure I will like them because it's very romance. It is a romance after all, so... But I don't know. Maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't, but at least I'll have read it. The next one is The Help by Catherine Stockett, and this is a book that I've added to the list because of a recommendation from my mom. She, as I said, loves historical fiction, and I do believe that this is a historical fiction as well. And I don't know, I've seen clips from the movie, I haven't seen the entire movie, and then I was just like, no, I'm gonna read the book. So I think I do own the book, or my mom owns the book. One of us owns the book, and I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna watch the movie. But I've only heard good things, and honestly, the average rating on Goodreads is so high that I have high hopes for the book. And the last book on my list is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. I just need to read it. I had a goal that was finish it by the end of the year. That's not gonna happen. I'm like 10 pages in this 940 page book. And I kind of want to focus on my fantasies and the sequels and everything that I have. I keep saying that, but honestly I don't do that. I don't know, I think the goal for next year is to finish Anna Karenina, because I need to. And my favorite movie is Anna Karenina, so that is why. I don't know if this video is any good, but I don't know, I felt like it was really nice just sitting outside and chatting about stuff, so yeah. I think that is my list of books that I want to read. But thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment telling me if you have any recommendations that you feel like I should add to this list. So any books that you're like, you have to read this in your lifetime, you have to. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you want to see more of my bookish content, please hit subscribe. It will mean the world to me. And until I see you next time, bye!